Hello there, everyone. It is I, the jack of all trades with the foul mouth, Commodore Urban, and you guys are probably taking one look around at all this and thinking, holy fuck, what have you done? Well, I have started the 1/400 scale Academy RMS Titanic Premium Edition with LED. And the first thing I did, of course, was open all the bags. As you can see, all the trash is on the floor. And I went through some of the shit to get a better look at some of the parts, you know. And tell you the truth, honestly, seeing all the parts and stuff, it's very clean, very crisp, very nice, very nice. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit what I've done and my plans for coming up on this. So before I begin, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for joining the Commodore's crew. And I hope you guys enjoy this series, this build series on this model, because I'm going to be documenting the entire build from point 1 or point A all the way to point Z. So as you guys see, I've got my manuals, I got my instruction manual, and I've got some books. I got my Anatomy of the Titanic by Tom McCluskey, and I got this book here, Olympic and Titanic, which is an Ocean Liners of the Past series book with the epilogue by John Maxtone Graham. This is the reprint of the 1911 Shipbuilder for Olympic and Titanic. So these two books, along with all my other shit, I'm going to put together a precise model of the ship, kind of similar to that. So anyway, where do I begin? Oh, the hull. Let's begin with the hull. As you can see, doesn't look like I've done much to it. That's not right. That's wrong. If you look on the bow, if you can see, if you've ever put together any of these, if anybody's ever put together 1/400 scale Titanic by Academy, they would know that on the bow, the letters of the ship's name were raised. They were in raised letters on both the port and the starboard side. Well, as you can see, those letters are gone. I sanded them completely down and smoothed it all out, because in reality, the letters were cut into the steel. There were 18-inch high letters that were cut, actually drilled into the steel by Harlan and Wolff. And besides, I had to have a smooth surface anyways for when I laid my decals. And you're probably wondering, what decals are you laying down on it? Well, I got this set of decals here, but I'm not using these. I am going to be using these that come in this detailing set. So the name will go on each side here, and of course the name will also go on the back end. I sanded that off, and I checked all the portholes, and whatever portholes were not cleared out all the way, I took my little hand drill, stuck it in, and just cleaned out the holes. And I did that on both the port and the starboard side as well. And I have also added the propeller shaft bossings for the wing screws on both the port and the starboard sides. Those are in place, so when I paint this model, it'll be painted. And I also went ahead and added the internal stiffeners in it, so the internal stiffening things are in there now. So that shit's done. And some of you are probably thinking, how's that going to affect putting that in? It'll make it a little bit harder, but it'll be fine. I'll get it. So this last thing I need to do to the hull before I paint it is I got to drill the 2 holes in the bottom of it for it to mate to the base. But before I can do this, I got to build the base. That's going to be my next thing, is to paint and build the base up. So, yeah. Now I've got that shit to deal with. And when I get that fucking thing done, I can do this shit and be able to figure out how it's going to sit. And then I can be able to lay this out, paint it. Because this, I'm changing this color. I'm painting over that shit. It's going to look like that. Not this. And then I want to tape off a little section near the top for the racing stripe. If you know I'm talking about, that chromate yellow strip that runs along between the white and the black of the Titanic. And then paint that out, and then finally I'm going to paint the hull black. And I'm going to paint inside the hawsers like a dark red, because I actually found out inside of the hawse pipes, or the anchor areas of the Olympic class liners, that shit was red. So, yeah. So, basically the hull is nearly finished, well, minus the propellers. And those fuckers are right here in this awful fucking shiny fake gold shit. They're going to get painted to be more realistic. I want to take this base plate, nameplate, I want to detail it, touch it up, add it to the base, do all the wiring and shit underneath it, because I've got the battery box right here that goes under there, and use this shit to mount it. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Another thing I did, these superstructure, let me set the hull off to the side. When I got these pieces here, this one and this one, the portholes of the sea deck were completely filled in. I had to take this drill and I drilled them out. I gotta get another smaller fucking drill bit, smaller than this, to do the little tiny portholes that I didn't get to do, and all the little portholes on the bow and the stern sections of it. And I gotta cut this plastic railing off these pieces too, since I'm gonna be using the photo etched ones. Oh, and here's the wood decking. I got it out of the thing too. And this shit is paper thin, like wafer thin, but it's real wood. It even smells like real wood. That's fucking awesome. Fucking awesome shit. But I still haven't ordered my photo etch window frames, which when I get them, they're going to be, I'm going to paint them and just drop them on the windows, on the superstructure pieces, and I'll be done. So yeah, I've done quite a bit of work, you know, for just starting it today. I got a lot of shit accomplished, so I'm happy. I'm very happy with the results. So this is just the first video of many, because I gotta take all these deck pieces, modify them. I gotta modify these. I gotta get this painted and shit, and I gotta start putting this shit in. So yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. And as always, if you're new, subscribe. So, see you later, and God bless. Take care.